The three little pigs lived with their mother in this peaceful cottage in upstate New York. Papa Pig had long since become a side of bacon. Lazy Manny, the eldest of the pig brothers, loved to do nothing.
Hey, Ma, what's for lunch? I'm really starving.
And this is Mo, often clumsy, always hungry.
So what's with lunch? Is it ready? I'm hungry.
What? Mo, you just had lunch about an hour ago.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Mo's memory wasn't nearly as good as his appetite. But then there was Brother Jack, a very clever and industrious little porker. One evening, Mother Pig decided it was time for a little heart-to-heart with her boys.
Now, see here, boys. I think it's high time we talked about your future. It breaks a mother's heart to say this, but it's time to root you out of the pen, so to speak, and into the real world.
Huh? You don't mean that, Ma. You gotta be kidding.
I realize it's going to cut down on your nap time, Manny, but that's life.
Oh, I'm tired just thinking about it.
Now, I'm counting on you boys to be successes and make your mother proud.
The very next day, the three little pigs ventured out into the world to try to make it on their own.
I can't go on without a nap. You guys go on ahead. I'll catch you later, all right? Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go build my house right over there where all those fruit trees are. Well, I'm going way over there on top of the hill with a great view. See you, fellas. So long.
And so Manny, being lazy and in a rush to take his nap, took straw from a nearby field to build his house.
This building a house is no big deal. I'll have this finished in no time at all. Done. If I ever need to make repairs, I'll just grab some more straw right out of the field. Sure could have used a little help with this door. It's heavy. Gee, that was work. I'm ready for my nap now. More like it. Comfortable and real strong. Whoa! Must have stepped in a knothole. Well, wooden houses are easy to repair. There. Now let's see. I wonder what goodies Mother packed in my lunch for me this time. Cupcakes. Boy! What do you think of my new house, Jack? It's all right for a wooden one, but I'm going to build my house out of bricks, Mo. That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Besides, it's going to take you forever. No, may be right. But when I'm done, I'll have the finest house ever built.
Jack dug the foundation, mixed the mortar, and began to lay his bricks. And as the sun was about to set, Manny and Mo found their brother still hard at work.
I told you this was a dumb idea, Jack. Yeah, it's almost time for bed. You know we're close to being finished. You're welcome to help. Well, it's time to eat, though. Or I'd be glad to help. Same here, but I can hardly keep my eyes open. If you'd have built your house with wood or straw like we did, you wouldn't have this trouble. Right. We'll see you around, Jack. Thanks for nothing, guys.
Jack continued working late into the night, making certain that every last detail of his new house was just right.
All right, I'm finished.
In the meanwhile, someone was lurking in the forest who was every bit as happy as Jack, but for another reason.
Do I see little pork chops in the neighborhood or what? I can taste them already. And the wood in the straw house will be moist. It's Piggy, Piggy, Piggy. Hello.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's the welcome wagon.
Oh, 1 second. Be right there.
You little squealer. riders have to go through to get dinner. Still standing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is getting tiring. No, they're running off to their brother's brick house now. I still got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'll fix him. Is that pork I smell? Yeah. Guess who, piggies?
Oh, Jack, open up. It's locked. Hey, don't just stand there. Come in. Let's go.
You porkers will pay for this. You can bet your bacon. Now, if I can just get him out of there. Okay, fellas, I got a proposition. I count to 10, see? And you come on out. Now, is that fair enough?
Hear that? He must think we're idiots. You know what, Mr. Wolf? I don't believe you can count up to 10.
Oh, yeah? So they want to do this the hard way, huh? Ready? That's a definite ouch.
There, now do you see why brick houses are good? That's why we're here. We knew that.
Well, at least now they did. And so did the wolf. But although he was discouraged, he was not about to give up.
These guys got me mad now. I'll show them I'm not just some dodo who keeps running into brick walls.
Uh-oh, I think he's coming back. With a great big mallet.
Guess what, my porkers? The big bad wolf is back.
I don't know, Jack. That's an awful mean-looking hammer. It sure is. Will you guys quit worrying? He'll never get through that solid wall. Oh!
And sure enough, the wolf was about to learn that in the battle between wood and brick, the wood usually loses. The three little pigs were so happy they went out to their fruit trees to pick apples and celebrate their victory.
That wolf didn't realize who he was up against when he took on the three of us. I bet he's in the next county by now. Huh?
He's under this tree and he's ready for lunch.
I guess he's stuck. Don't worry, he can't climb trees without the ladder. He's stuck.
All right, I've had it now. Put that ladder down.
Yeah, well, fat chance. We're going to stay right up here and finish our apples. There's enough apples here to last for days. And we're comfy.
Oh, you guys think you're real cute up in that tree, don't you? Well, I'm starving down
Wolfie,
here.
how would you like to have an apple?
I'd feel pretty good about that.
All right, catch it. Okay, boys, let's make a run for it.
First my appetizer, then for the main. I've been tricked. You know, Wolfie, those pigs are making you look pretty darn stupid. He's right. What to do? All right! They left the ladder!
This time, the wolf had come up with a plan he was sure would not fail. And this time, he was going to be more cautious.
You believe those dummies left me this ladder?
He's coming, Jack. And he's got the ladder. Just as I planned. Don't worry, just come help with this fire, will you? Okay.
I can smell those barbecue ribs cooking right now. I can hardly wait. I've been dreaming of this for days. Stuffed pig, pickled pig, roasted pig, pig, I've had it. Nice rabbit, confused world, but no pork.
And so the wolf was gone, never more to return. But he wasn't the only one who had learned a lesson. Manny and Mole lost no time in building themselves brick houses. And the three little pigs lived happily ever after.
Once upon a time, there was a mama goat and her 7 little kids who lived in a cozy cottage nestled among green rolling hills. It was there on the gentle hillside that the kids most enjoyed passing time with their own version of sledding.
You're falling way behind me. Come on, hurry. Whoa. There's no beating me. This is my day. I could beat you. Want to try?
I do. I'm the champion of these hills, Beth. Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. Billy's just about to make his debut here.
All right, Billy, it's all clear. We're all waiting for you. Let's go.
He's chicken. Billy goats aren't chicken. Okay, he's scared.
Billy was scared, all right, but not as much of the hill as making a fool of himself in front of his brothers and sister.
Billy, what's the matter? You afraid to fall down and go boom, boom? Stop being a little baby. Come on.
A big baby. Come on. Maybe we should start calling him Betty Goat.
Betty goat, Betty goat.
No, I'm really mad. Hey, this is easy. I'll show those guys how it's really done. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Look at that. Come on, Billy.
Billy's worst fear had been realized. He had hurt his pride, and they were all laughing at him. He wished that something terrible would happen just to pay them all back. Little did he know that his wish was soon to come true.
Now remember, the wolf is not only dangerous, he is very, very cunning. So it's important to do exactly as I told you. Billy, repeat the rules for Mama.
Stay in the house, keep the door locked, and don't let anybody come in till you get back.
Very good, Billy. Now I want you all to be sure to keep Mama's rules because one mistake and what happens?
The big bad wolf could come and eat us all.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, now I promise I'll only be gone for a little while.
But the wolf had other thoughts.
Trouble is, Mama, you're not going to see him as soon as I plan on seeing him. Children, it's me, your Mama.
She's back. Oh, but it just may be the wolf. Don't forget Mama's warning.
Open up. You know that Mama's too busy to play games now.
You're not our Mama. We can tell by your voice. You're the big bad wolf.
The voice.
You can't come in. Mama told us about you and how you just might try to fool us, mister. So beat it.
All right, if that's how you want it. Where there's a will, there is a way.
Oddly enough, the wolf wasn't angry. In fact, he seemed to be enjoying the challenge.
They want the voice, that's what I'll give them.
Oh, children, it's Mother dear. Now they'll never recognize it's really me.
I really should have been one of those impersonator guys. Yeah, Mr. Colin, Wolfie. Let's see here. Back to the business at hand. I would say it's about 5 until 1. I'll give them 5 minutes. Right. Yep, 5 more minutes, and then... Now, let's just see how slick they are this time.
All right, kiddies, open up. It's your Mama. Let me in now. It's almost time for dinner, children.
It's Mama this time. Wait. Huh? He's back again.
All right, kiddies, fun is fun, but let's don't keep Mama waiting out here too long now. Come, come.
Just like Mama said. You can tell by the color of his feet.
You can what? Oh, well, I'll be. These kids is pretty slick after all. Aha! They haven't got the best of old Wolfie yet. There. They want to see white feet and white hands. That's what I'll give them. White feet, white hands. Little dry action.
So I tripped and fell into this mud hole and got my hands and feet dirty. Now I washed them off. They're all clean and white, so you'd best open the stupid door before Mama gets very angry.
Well, Bookie, are the feet white or not? What's the story? See for yourself. If that's not white, I'm a sheep's uncle. They're white, but wait just a minute now. What about her hands, Bookie? Show us your hands.
Am I way ahead of these kids or what?
You kids are making me angry.
Oh, it's okay. It's white.
Yeah, but it's got claws. Oh. Now that looks more like it. You're being stupid. He just hid them.
It was only a test, children, and you all passed.
Well, I believe we better open up before she gets really angry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Mama, come on in.
Okay, kiddies, game's over. I win, you lose. You're not fooling anybody with this hiding business. I mean, come on. You're dealing with the big bad wolf here. It was only a matter of time, you know. Now, I know there was more than 3 of those kids. Now, just what do you suppose I'll find over there? That hit the spot. Now, let me see. If there was any more of those little tigers, just where do you think they'd be?
Not here.
Must have got them all. From the size of that bellyful, I wouldn't be able to pack any more in there if I wanted to. Oh, well, think it's time I had a little bit of a nap.
Finally, it was all over, and little Billy was scared and all alone.
I want my Mama.
And when Billy's mama finally did return, she was greeted with the shock of her life.
My babies have all been killed. Oh, no.
I'm here, Mama. I'm here.
Billy.
Mama, it was the wolf. He ate everybody.
Don't worry. It'll be all right. We'll show that old wolf.
Now, the wolf is not stupid. He's a very cunning and dangerous creature. But give him a full stomach and a patch of grass, and, well, even he can make mistakes. This wolf's biggest mistake, however, was underestimating a mother's anger when somebody harms her kids. This mama goat was not about to let her babies be dinner for anyone, not even a big, bad wolf. But Mama Goat was not satisfied with simply having her kids back. She was determined to see to it that this particular wolf never harmed anyone or anything ever again.
Who's afraid of Mr. Wolf? Who's afraid of Mr. Wolf? Who's afraid of Mr. Wolf? I'm not.
Mama Goat had sent Billy back to the house to fetch a nice big red pepper, an after-dinner treat for Mr. Big Bad Wolf. Mama Goat had filled the wolf's stomach up with rocks, and now, having topped it off with a hot pepper, there was nothing left to do but wait for nature to take its course.
That hurt. Wasn't awake yet. I don't recall them being heavy like that. And I mean, I only ate 6 of them, right? I eat more than that for appetizers. need some water. Why didn't somebody tell me I'd have stuck with sheep? Oh, this is ridiculous. They didn't even taste that good, and I'm burning up inside. Just as well I ate 6 hot rocks.
He's gone. Now, kids, you see what happens to big, bad, greedy wolves.
That evening, Mama Goat prepared a special picnic dinner for her 7 little kids. She served all their favorite things and let them have all that they wanted. For this was one time she felt they deserved to be spoiled. After all, they had followed her instructions to the letter, and she was very proud of them. The kids, in turn, were also very proud of her, for they realized that they had not quite been a match for the clever wolf. But their mama sure put him in his place, and for good. If it had not been for her, they would have never seen another sunset. This was the second time their mama had given them life, and they felt very special.
Our story about the life of this homely little waterfowl will begin, or hatch, any moment now.
All right, children, you've kept your mother waiting long enough. It's a beautiful day out here. We could all be having a nice paddle in the pond. Instead, I'm sitting out here in this hot sun about to become roast duck.
Patience, Mother Duck.
Yes, with 6 little ones on the way, you'll need a great deal of patience. Uh-oh. I think I felt something. Please let this be it. Okay, everyone, out of their shells. 1, 2, 3. Come now. Oh, my goodness, what beautiful little ducklings you are. Children, now you're going to have to learn that you can't all quack at the same time.
Can one of you guys get this shell off of me? Sure thing, brother. How's that?
Now there. We mustn't be so rough with one another. I know you didn't mean any harm, but, one of you didn't hatch. Well, that settles that. I was going to take you swimming, but now that'll just have to wait. Though not long, I trust.
Mama Duck! Why are you still sitting there when you should be out teaching those youngsters how to swim?
Because there's still one more egg left to hatch.
What? Well, so there isn't that. You are aware that that's some different kind of egg you got there. I mean, it's not your average old duck egg. Why, an egg that size is liable to be anything, turkey, ostrich, it's difficult to say.
Ridiculous.
Could even be you're sitting on a buzzard, and when he grew up, he'd eat his own brothers and sisters. Think about it. Up you go there. You ask my advice, you get up off that egg there and leave well enough alone before you end up with a real turkey.
Children, you are being very rude. That's enough.
Yes, and I'll be on my way now. I've said enough. You youngsters take care. I tried to talk some sense into her.
He's an old windbag, always trying to mix in other folks' business. I promise I'll love you no matter what you are. Now, will you come out?
I'm trying.
Huh?
I said I'm trying.
If a bird has been sitting on our egg, we have never gotten out either.
Now, push real hard. That's it.
All right, I'm finally out. Oh, boy, this feels better.
You're not the most beautiful. And you're a bit oversized, but you are one of the family. All right, children, let's go.
And so Mama Duck led her 5 little ducklings and her one, shall we say, odd duckling, directly toward the pond in their first encounter with water.
Now, you see, children, there's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone just jump right on in. No, feet first. I believe there is hope for you after all. At least you do swim beautifully.
He can swim, so what's so fun? He is still not one of us.
Here she comes.
I would like you to meet Mike.
Your new ducklings, yes. Yes, we've heard about the, ugly one.
Enough. I'll have you know he is not ugly.
Then what is he?
I'll tell you what he is. He's a disgrace to all fowldom. A downright embarrassment. I mean, we're talking one ugly duckling here.
No.
And we don't want you around.
Well, nobody asked you. Just go pick on somebody your own size for a change.
This just so happens to be a duck pond and not some watering hole for freaks.
You'll make me ashamed to be a duck. Come, children.
And so, on the first day of his life, the ugly duckling was forced to feel what it's like to be different. And unfortunately, a visit with Grandma Duck was not going to help matters.
Go on, children, eat up. That's very healthy for little ducklings.
You too, dear. Come on.
It's only for ducklings.
Here now, that's enough of that. You can see how even the little ones treat him.
Yes, well, he's really rather different. You'd have to agree.
But why should that have to mean that...
It means just that. He is different. He is not one of us. Now, mind you, there's not a prejudiced bone in my body. Goodness knows I've lived around all manner of creatures. But the best thing you could do for that young thing is to send him away. Send him away.
You heard what he said. You don't belong around here.
But I don't understand.
Then you're all so stupid.
And we don't want to be seen hanging around with some ugly blue-feathered dummy.
Right, you'd be doing us a big favor if you just left here once and for all. Really?
How can they be so cruel? Maybe he would be better off away from all of this.
Get out. Look, he even waddles ugly.
There's nothing I can do. I'm truly sorry. I hope someday you'll understand. But I'm afraid it is best that you leave. Please don't cry. It's for your own good.
Then you don't want me either?
Yes, darlings, but if I force you to stay where no one else does, I would only hurt you more.
And so the ugly duckling was left alone to face a world that would continue to be cruel and prejudiced, no matter where he went. Or so it seemed.
Hey, the ugly blue-feathered whatchamacallit is leaving. I think I'll give him a good going-away present.
Ow! What'd I ever do to those guys? Huh? What do I do now? Bye. I guess when you're as ugly as I am, a big hungry dog doesn't even want to eat you.
Now, more dejected than ever, the ugly duckling wandered the countryside until one day a cat and a hen invited him into their master's cottage.
Understand now, this ain't no free ride. You can stay either on the condition that you learn to catch mice or that you learn to lay around in fur.
Or that you lay nice big eggs. If you can't do any of those, then you're no use. You might as well hit the road. Should have figured. Ugly thing like that.
And so once again the ugly duckling was sent packing simply because he couldn't do what he couldn't do, nor be someone he was not. And when the brisk autumn had turned to blustery winter, he was still all alone.
Huh? Wow, beautiful. Just look at him go. If I could only be flying around up there with those guys. Who am I kidding? I know they just reject me like everybody else.
And that very night, he would learn yet another harsh reality.
Somebody help me! The water's turned to ice! I'm stuck! I must be as dumb as everyone says, expecting someone to help.
But lo and behold, early the next morning, a passing farmer rescued our poor fellow and brought him to the farmhouse in hopes that he would revive by the warmth of the fire.
He's got to make it. Yeah, we've got a new pet. He's pretty.
Be gentle with him, children.
We will. We're going to feed you like this and take care of you every day.
Right, and you can stay with us forever.
And for the first time in a long while, our ugly duckling was truly happy. But the next day, he found out that not everyone in the farmhouse was as friendly as the two children.
Hey, what are you guys doing up there? Now stop it. That food doesn't belong to you, and it's not fair for you to be eating it.
Listen here, Feather Breath. You'll shut your beak if you know what's good for you.
It's not a beak, it's a bill, and if you guys don't stop stealing food, I'm going to climb right up there, and I'm going to get you. Whoa!
Yeah, for it. Here's some milk, platypus face. Let's get inside.
Hey, you better stop it right now before my friends come back here and make you pay for all this. Huh? Hey, you big boy.
What on earth have you done to my house? If my husband were here, you'd be a pie a la pigeon in 2 minutes. Now, scram! Go on now.
Please, let him.
No, that's the end of it. Can't no good ever come of having a pet. Don't even know what to call itself. And ugly to boot.
And so it was to be a winter of great loneliness for our little friend after all, and also a season of great change, for by the time spring had come, he was certainly no longer an ugly duckling.
I don't know what's come over me. I feel different, as though I could fly. I think yes, my wings feel stronger. I can fly. How wonderful, I'm really flying.
And fly he did. Shedding his ugly gray blue feathers, he had become a beautiful snow-white swan. And as he soared over the lake, he saw other swans and decided to land nearby. Suddenly, he was among these elegant creatures that he had been so envious of. He was embarrassed, afraid to approach them for the fear of the rejection he had always known.
So what's the matter with you? Are you too good to join us or something?
What? I am one of them. I don't believe my eyes. I look exactly like you. I'm a swan just like you are. No better, no worse.
Swan in the whole world. Yep.
And as this magnificent bird, this once ugly duckling, flew skyward, he felt a joy he had never known, a freedom that he had been certain he would never experience, a knowledge that he did belong.
All of them are following. They've made him the leader because he's the most beautiful.
Suddenly, he remembered his fellow swans, but they were nowhere in sight. Then he saw them. They were actually following him. But he would never allow himself to be prideful or arrogant, or to act superior, for he remembered all too well how it felt when others made him feel inferior.